Hello and welcome back to the Film Club, the club where we talk about films we've been recently watching, enjoying, viewing. Let me know what you've been recently watching, and if you've seen the film I'm about to talk about, then let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. I was really excited for Barbie. I mean, I am obviously not the demographic of this film, but I really loved the mystery that in the trailers it didn't give us anything of the storyline. The film wasn't actually what I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be something a little bit more along the lines of a Truman Show, where she didn't know there was a real world. But the beautiful thing about this film, before I get into anything else, is that it follows no rules. Like, the real world follows no rules, as we can tell from the Mattel officers when they tried to chase her, and it's just stupid. Then other points, the real world is exactly the same as our real world. It follows no rules, and it's brilliant that no one's allowed to question it. No one can go, well, that's stupid that they just rollerblade into the Barbie land, because it's allowed to do anything and everything it wants, and no one cares, and I love to see that. Barbie might genuinely be one of the best comedies I've seen in a decent amount of years. The comedy it uses, and when it lands, it just lands brilliantly. A lot of the jokes are not aimed at me, and I still found them funny. The stuff about cellulite, or when you're in your depression Barbie phase and you're just watching Pride and Prejudice, that's not me, but I still found it funny because I know that that's my girlfriend. If there's one person who absolutely just shone through this whole film, Ryan Gosling. I mean, don't get me wrong, Margot Robbie did a great job, but every time Ryan Gosling was on screen, I just absolutely loved it. Just embodied the role of Ken so well. All the jokes he made were just brilliant. His whole demeanor and just everything about him in this role was it was so good. The whole supporting cast as well, from literally every single person, did an absolutely great job. There was not a single person who I saw and was like, you've let it down. Everyone was great, but Ryan Gosling was the absolute goat in this film. He genuinely had me laughing so much, and it's so amazing to see a film like this have so much deep and political and social issues intertwined with one of the funniest films I've seen in a long time. While the comedy is a brilliant aspect, I think the social and political things that it pushes through are also very relevant. I very much disagree with all the people saying that Barbie is a man-hating film. I think the people who are saying that have just completely missed the point. And I'm going to be honest, from the clips I'd seen online, I was going into it thinking, oh god, maybe this is a man-hating film. It's absolutely not. I mean, it talks about all the social pressures and the horrible things that women have to go through in society, and it delves really deep into that and womanhood and going from a teenage girl and growing up and having all this pressure and everything that society does wrong to women. But there's also a lot of the male side. It shows Ken being pushed into the social norms of liking all the stereotypical men things. From sports to films we're supposed to like, to hobbies, to being a lad. Shows that it's not only women that get pushed into this society norm, but also men. Towards the end of the film, they literally say it shouldn't be it's Barbie and Ken, it should be it's Barbie and it's Ken. There shouldn't be a balancing scale of Barbie's up here and Ken's here, and then it switches in the film to Ken's up here and Barbie's down here. It should be this equal thing where everyone's just themselves and everyone's got these equal opportunities. That's the point of the film. None of it is hating on men. Will Ferrell's character's whole point is to be, he's this mean, stern, corporate guy, and then at the end he's like, oh, actually, I just feel like I have to be like that, whereas in actual fact, I sit in board meetings and want a tickle fight. The point is that everybody is under the pressure of social norms, and it shouldn't be like that. Everyone should just be themselves and whoever they want to be. That's the point of the whole ending of Just Feel as well. She doesn't know what role she wants to go into. She doesn't understand which job she wants to. Not got any sort of identity outside of being a girl, and the creator says that's okay. Just feel, just live, just do whatever you want to do and be happy. You're okay to be a mother, or you can be the president. It doesn't matter. To me, this was actually almost a little bit like a coming of age film. If Barbie was a young girl, it would just fit into the coming of age film genre impeccably. Going from being this naive, oh, everything's incredible in the world, she loves everything, she just hangs with her friends all the time, she doesn't know what boys and girls do when they sleep over with each other. So then these thoughts of death and anxiety roll in, and she starts to sort of see the world a little bit differently and starts to see everything for what it is. To me, that was the point of it. There was no man-hating or anything like that. It was a coming of age for me, and understanding who you are and just being able to live without any pressure from society or feeling like you should fit into any certain category or box. But outside of that, the set design of this film is one of the best things I've ever seen. The fact that they've just built all these houses and it works so well for every scene. The blocking and the way that they've shaped these houses to be used the way they are used is fantastic. The thought and time and creativity that's gone into making this world and make it feel like you're actually in Barbie Land is brilliant. There is no other way that they could have done this. If it was CGI, it would have looked awful, it would have looked tacky, it would have looked weird. I'm so glad that we're going back to a physical made cinema. The soundtrack was it just fits the film beautifully. Like when she's running away from all the corporate people and the Charlie XCX songs playing to the Lizzo song at the beginning, the Dua Lipa song when they're dancing, it was just they did such a good job with it. This genuinely might be the best marketed film I've ever seen. The marketing team behind this need a raise because Jesus Christ, it was so well done. But anyway, that is all from me. If you've seen Barbie, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. And if you've not seen it, go and see it and then tell me what you thought about it. Also, if you've got any recommended films for me to watch, then let me know in the comments below what you've been recently watching and enjoying. But that is all from me, and I'll see you next time on the Film Club.